Hi friends, in the recent years, there has been drastic changes in the UPSC prelims question pattern. If you do not master this changing pattern, you will be eliminated in the prelims 2026. Why I say this? Because in the recent years, you must have seen UPSC has introduced this assertion reason 3 statement question, and the number of questions of this pattern is going to increase because in 2024 they asked only 1 or 2 questions. In 2025 they asked around 8 questions, and in 2026 I believe they will definitely ask around 15 to 16 questions, and these questions are going to determine you are going to clear prelims or you are going to fail prelims. If you master this pattern, you will be easily sailing through the prelims. You will be scoring at least 10 to 15 marks more than an average aspirant, because average aspirant will struggle in these kind of questions. In the last couple of years, I am seeing most of the UPSC aspirant, even after working very hard, they crumble inside the exam hall because they are not able to handle the changing pattern. So guys, if you want to survive this changing pattern, you need to master this latest pattern. Today, I am going to share with you a unique technique to answer these questions. Guys, if you use my technique, you can easily answer these questions with very high accuracy. And guys, I'm telling you, if you score well in this pattern question, definitely you are going to crack prelims, because 99% of the aspirant, they will struggle here. So guys, people who do not know about me, my name is Santosh Pandey. I cracked the UPSC prelims examination all 6 times. I cracked the mains examination 4 times. I even cracked my state civil services examination, and I was allotted the state administrative rank. Okay, you can see state administrative service. Okay, and these are my some of the scorecards in the prelims examination. You can see I have scored very high marks, particularly in the prelims examination. You can see around 30 to 40 marks more than the cutoff. Okay, so it is very important. Why? Because if you are aiming for forest services, it is very important for you to score at least 10 marks more than the civil services cutoff. So if you are preparing for the forest services, do connect with me. I will definitely help you. Okay, so let us start. So if you see, first of all, the changing pattern, the UPSC changing pattern, in 2024 they introduced only one question. You can see they have given one statement and 2 reasons they have given. Okay, so this is a new pattern they introduced in 2024. Then what they did in 2025, the number of questions from 1 question they increased to 8 questions. You can see this. This is how UPSC changes pattern. First it introduces 1 question, and the next year they introduce more number of questions, and in 2026 you may have around 16 to 17 questions on this pattern. So one pattern which you really want to master for the prelims examination in the next 50 days is this pattern, and today I am going to help you master this pattern. First of all, you have to work on the mindset. A lot of students think that this pattern is something new, and they get like quite anxious when they see this question. They get fear. Okay, so you need not fear. Okay, the same knowledge what you are reading for the solving previous questions, the same knowledge remains the same. What we have to learn is how to eliminate options and get the answer in such kind of questions. Today I am going to teach you that. Okay, so what I am going to show you is that I am going to share with you 7 golden rules of elimination for this 3 statement question. Okay, 3 statement question. Okay, 7 rules I am going to share with you. These 7 rules are very important. Okay, so I will pick one question and I'll share all the 7 rules, and at the end of the slide I'm going to share all 7 rules in one slide. Okay, so please stay till the end so that you master these techniques. Okay, also guys, this is my Telegram channel. If you have not joined my Telegram channel, do join my Telegram channel. In the last 30 days I'll be giving a lot of important questions in my Telegram channel, so please do join there. Okay, so let's start. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick some questions, and I'm going to solve these questions using logic, using elimination techniques, and you can use this technique to solve 2026 prelims question. I can tell you the questions will be framed in same similar manner only. Okay, let us read this question, guys. Okay, this is 2025 question. Consider the following statement. Statement 1 says what? In the context of effect of water on rocks, chalk is known as very permeable rock, whereas clay is known as quite impermeable or least permeable rock. Okay. Statement 2 says chalk is porous and hence absorb water. Statement 3 says clay is not at all porous. Okay. And they have given you 4 options. Okay. So one thing what we have to observe here, okay, observation is very important to solve such questions. Okay, if you read all the 4 options, you can see both statement 2, statement 3 are correct and explain statement 1. Both statement 2, statement 3 are correct, but only one explains statement 1. Only one of the statement is correct and explains statement 1. Neither of them are correct. Neither statement 2 nor neither statement 3 is correct. Okay. So first thing what you need to understand here is that, okay, statement 1 is automatically correct. Statement 1 is automatically correct. So do not waste your time in analyzing that statement 1 is correct or not, because you can see from the options, none of the options has statement 1 as incorrect. All of the options are assuming that statement 1 is correct. So there is an assumption here that statement 1 is correct. So do not waste time here. Okay, do not waste. Okay, do not waste time here. Okay, assume that statement 1 is correct. Why? Because of the options. This is very important. Many people, they'll waste in statement 1 only. They'll waste your time. You need not waste time in statement 1 because statement 1 automatically is correct. You can see the options. Statement 1 automatically is correct. Okay, now what you need to do is that, first thing what you need to do is that, okay, once you assume statement 1 is correct, individually read this statement and individually read this statement. Individually you read. Okay, do not worry about this. Do not worry about this. Directly read this statement and this statement and apply all elimination techniques which I have taught in my PYQ mastery classes. Apply here. Single sentences. For example, what are the techniques I have taught you? One technique I have taught you is that when they will use extreme word, okay, generally that statement will be what? Incorrect. Now you see, clay is not at all porous. Clay is not at all porous. Not at all porous means extreme word. Not at all. At all. Okay, is extreme word. So statement 3 is incorrect. Once you eliminate any of the statement 2 or 3 as incorrect, automatically you get the answer. Okay, you can see only one of the statement 2 or 3 is correct and explains statement 1. Automatically answer will be option C. This is very important. Observe this very carefully. Observe this very carefully. Okay, if any of the statement 2 or 3 individually without any relation to statement 1, individually you check these 2 statements. If any of these statements is incorrect, then automatically you get the option C as the answer. Okay, logic. Okay, we are going by logic. So whenever you get any question which is of this pattern where statement 1, statement 2, statement 3 is given, what you need to check? Do you need to check statement 1? No. Statement 1 no need to check. Directly check statement 2 and statement 3, and that to check individually without any relation to them. And if you are finding any of the statement as incorrect, apply elimination techniques. Okay, again I'm saying, go through my PYQ mastery classes, all the elimination techniques I have taught. Okay, so you get the answer option C. Okay, now let me show you some other questions and some other rules. Okay, let us read this question. You can see here, consider the following statements. At 28th COP, India refrained from signing Declaration on Climate and Health. Statement 2 says COP28 Declaration on Climate and Health is binding declaration, and if signed it becomes mandatory to decarbonize the health sector. Statement 3 says if India's health sector is decarbonized, the resilience of its healthcare system may get compromised. Okay, now again statement 1 is what? Automatically correct. We don't need to look into statement 1 because the options is framed in such a manner they are assuming statement 1 is correct. Now what we have to do? Individually we have to check statement 2 and statement 3 individually. Okay, so logically if you have gone through my elimination technique, one elimination technique what I have taught you, that in environmental conventions I have taught you one technique, whenever they will write legally binding, 99% it is incorrect, because it's an extreme statement. Legally binding is an extreme statement. 99% it is incorrect. You can see here, it is a binding declaration. This is incorrect. Statement 2 is incorrect. Automatically you get the option C. Guys, this is a very unique technique. Okay, you need not read. Okay, you need not read statement 1. Without reading statement 1, just read statement 2 and statement 3 individually. Apply all the techniques which I have taught to you in my PYQ mastery classes. Okay, let me show you. If people who do not know, okay, I think I have this thing. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, I'll just show you. This is my PYQ mastery classes. I have basically discussed all the techniques here. 25 years techniques I have discussed here. Please make use of this PYQ mastery classes. Okay, so let me again go back to this. Okay, let me just show you. Okay, so what I was discussing this. Okay, I was discussing this, that what you need to do, that without bothering about statement 1, check statement 2, check statement 3, and if any of these statements are individually incorrect, if any of these statements are individually incorrect, how do you know they are individually incorrect? Apply elimination techniques which I have taught you, like extreme word elimination techniques, facts elimination technique. Apply and try to eliminate one of them. You automatically get option C is the correct answer. Okay, now let me come to another technique. Okay guys, still now if you are able to understand, okay, if I am able to reduce your labor inside the exam hall, please do consider giving a like to this video and share this video with all the groups you are part of. Okay, particularly people who are going for 2026 prelims examination, because these techniques are going to boost your marks like anything. Guys, again and again I have been telling you, UPSC prelims examination is not only about knowledge. It is not only about knowledge. Again, okay, I am reiterating this. If it was about knowledge, I can challenge anyone. Okay, you try to score this much marks. It is impossible for you to score this much marks. Okay, you can just imagine 144.66, 138.66. You can just imagine to score such marks only on the basis of knowledge. It is impossible. Okay, I was able to score one of the highest marks in the prelims examination because I understood the mindset behind how questions are getting framed. This is very important. Many people think that UPSC is just a test of knowledge and just mug up everything. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, you will never crack the prelims examination. Never. It is not about rote learning. It is not about the quantity of information you have put into your minds. If it was about more books, okay, if it was about more and more information, then guys, okay, people who are joining offline coaching, they have obviously everything, all the resources they have. Okay, people who have access to, okay, Delhi and big cities, they would have cleared all the prelims. But there are many people who are sitting at home and they are preparing and they are able to crack prelims very easily because they understand the mindset, how questions are getting framed. This is very unique, guys. Okay, learn these techniques. These techniques are going to boost your marks like anything. Okay, so let's proceed, guys. Let's proceed. I'll share with you another technique. Okay, again, you see this 2025 question. Here, the technique says what? Let us read the question first. Statement 1, circular economy reduces emission of greenhouse gases. Again, I have told you, statement 1, do not bother. It is automatically correct. Assumption, automatically correct, because all the options are framed in such a manner that statement 1, they are assumed to be correct. Now you see statement 2, circular economy reduces the use of raw material. Obviously, logically also. So whenever there is a positive worded statement, particularly in environment, in science and tech, those statements will be correct. Logically also, guys, circular economy means what? Recycling, reusing, that is circular economy. Basic, anyone little bit knowledge also they should know this. Okay, statement 3 was circular economy reduces wastage. Obviously circular economy reduces wastage. Okay, so these are also what? Positively worded, and they all are related to statement 1. So answer will be what? Option A. Okay, so the technique here is that positive worded statement, okay, positive worded statement generally are correct. Just what you have to check is, are they related to statement 1? So obviously, guys, circular economy, Okay, the reducing carbon emissions, reducing the wastage, they are related to what? The statement 1. So obviously this option A will be the answer. Okay, now let us see another question, guys. Let us see another question. Activated carbon. Again, statement 1 automatically correct. Activated carbon is a good and attractive tool to remove pollutants from effluents and remediate the contaminant from various industries. Okay. Statement 2 says what? Activated carbon exhibit a large surface area and strong potential of absorbing heavy metals. Obviously, okay, when this is true, automatically this explains statement 1, because the activated charcoal, their surface area is high, then only they will absorb. Now when your surface area is high, you absorb more pollutants. So statement 2 is correct. Now you see, activated carbon can easily be synthesized from environmental waste with high carbon content. You can see here, if you read statement 1 carefully, it is saying it is a good and attractive tool. It is a good and attractive tool. When it will be attractive tool? When it is easy to synthesize. Obviously, something is good and easy. Something is good and attractive. Sorry. Something is good and attractive. When something becomes good and attractive? Only when it is easy to synthesize. Like, okay, preparing a dish is attractive and good when it is easy to do it. If it is very tough to do it, then obviously it will not be attractive. Okay, so this also automatically becomes correct. So answer is what? Option A. So whenever in science and tech question, positive worded statements, environment, positive worded statements, those statements will be correct and option will be option A. Okay, again I'm saying this is very important. So some techniques I have taught you. Now you try to solve this question. Okay, let us try to solve this question. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Let me see how many of you are able to solve this question. Okay, so again the same logic applies here, guys. Statement 1 we will not bother. Statement 1 automatically is true. Scientific studies suggest that shift in is taking place in Earth's rotation and axis. Okay, statement 1 is automatically correct. Now you see, statement 2 says solar flares and coronal mass ejections bombarded the Earth's outer atmosphere with tremendous amount of energy. This statement is correct. Statement 3, guys, as Earth polar ice melts, the water tends to move towards equator. This is also correct. Now we will check the relationship with statement 1. So guys, bombarding of Earth's surface or Earth's atmosphere with solar flares, has it to do anything regarding rotation axis? Obviously not. Okay, so what they will do is they will give you unrelated information. Okay, this is, suppose sun is there and this is Earth. Okay, solar flares are hitting the Earth. Okay, so it is basically talking about what happens. Okay, the atmosphere gets charged. Earth's atmosphere gets charged. That is the maximum it does. It does not change the rotation of Earth. Okay, obviously. So statement 2 is incorrect. Sorry, incorrect explanation. It is correct. Statement 2 is individually correct. But it is not the correct explanation of statement 1. So answer will be what? You can say answer will be what? Both statement 2 and 3 are correct, but only one of them explains statement 1. So option B also you get sometimes in the exam. Okay, where both statements are correct individually, but only one of them will explain. So look for something which is out of scope. Although this statement is correct, but this is nowhere related to this. So this statement is correct. So answer becomes option B. Okay, like this, guys. Try to solve this question also. Let me see how many of you are able to solve. It is about Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. See, one technique which I have seen and observed in UPSC Prelims examination is whenever they will talk about objective of some conventions, generally they are correct. Again I repeat, whenever they will talk about objective, article 6 does this, article 6 does this, article 6 does this, generally those statements are correct. Okay, so this, keep in this mind. So environmental, if you want, and please do comment in the comment box if you want me to make separate videos on how to eliminate environment questions. I will talk about all these strategies there individually, subject wise. Okay, please do let me know in the comment box. Okay, so last question, you can see this question also, guys. Same thing here also. Okay, all the statements are what? Okay, you can see basic, this is a basic concept. Okay, bondholders are lenders, stockholders are owners. This is common sense. If I'm a bondholder, means what? If suppose I hold a bond of a company, if I hold a bond of a government, means the government owes to me. Okay, they have to pay me interest, they have to pay me the principal back. Okay, so we are lender, we are lending money to the government. When we own a bond of government, we are lending money to the government or lending money of the company. Okay, and stockholder, we are owner, equity, we are equity owner, stock, when you buy a stock. So this is correct. For repayment purpose, bondholders are prioritized over the stockholders. Yes, then only this statement will come. As regards to investment in a company, generally bondholders are considered to be relatively lower risk than stockholders. Yes, why they are lower risk? Because suppose there is a repayment, who will be prioritized? Bondholders will be prioritized, stockholders will not be prioritized. Okay, so the option A is the correct answer. Option A is the correct answer. Basic science, basic economy knowledge. If you have little bit knowledge also, you can easily solve these questions. Okay, same guys, you can see here, easy to solve. Okay, see, sometime you need to know here. Okay, since statement 1 is always correct. Okay, so here they can use facts. Okay, here they can use facts. I'm talking about 3 statement question. Again, repeat, I'm not talking about 2 statement question, I'm talking about 3 statement question. Since statement 1 is always correct, here they can use fact, they can use extreme statement also, then also this will be correct, because the options are framed in such a manner. Okay, keep this in mind. So you can solve this question also with same logic. Okay, with the same logic, try to see their relationship with the first statement and try to get it. Okay, this also was a very easy question. This is 2024 question. Basically, rainfall is one of the reasons for weathering. Yes, common sense. Why it is? Because it has carbon dioxide, it will become what? Some acid, and it will help in weathering, and this also will help in weathering. So here also option A will be the correct answer. So basically, what are the rules? What are the rules? First of all, statement 1 is always correct. Okay, statement 2 and 3 are independently, you have to check statement 1 and 2 and 3 independently, and if any of the statement is incorrect, automatically the answer will become what? The answer will become option C, where we can see what is the option C. You can see what is the option C. Only one of the statement 2 and 3 is correct and explains statement 1. So any one of them in the individually statement 2 and individually 3, if any one of them are incorrect, so automatically one is correct and one explains the statement 1. Okay, whether it can be statement 2 or 3, okay, it explains the statement 1, one is correct and explains, so automatically you get the answer. Okay, so these are very easy way. Okay, how to check here? Look for extreme words. If suppose statement 2 has extreme words, if statement 2 has some facts, okay, then one more thing is that, okay, if suppose both statements are true, then try to see their logical. Okay, because, okay, like if A then B, if A then B, if this is true, this is true, or if this is true, this is true, like this. Okay, if this is true, this becomes true, if this is true, this becomes true. So logic, if then else. If A then B, okay, like this. So cause, okay, cause and effect relationship, check for cause and effect relationship, check for cause and effect relationship. Okay, and if the cause and effect relationship is there, automatically that becomes correct. Now you see last is what? Generally you can see option D is not the answer. Generally you see in the last 5 years, you can see never option D is the answer, because out of statement 2 and statement 3, at least one statement is correct. Okay, generally. So be very careful. Option D is generally not the answer. out of them at least one will be true. Okay, but it can happen also. Be very careful. Okay, my point is that we have to analyze the trend, how questions are getting framed, and as per the trend only we can come to the conclusion that what kind of things, okay, what should be the science behind approaching this question. So this is the science. You can go through this rule, keep this in mind. Okay, keep this in mind. Okay, because logic. Okay, if both statements are true, then see the because logic. Okay, are both statement explaining also statement 1 or not? Okay, generally positive worded statements are correct. Avoid option D. Avoid option D. Okay, so again I would like to tell you that this is my PYQ mastery class. Okay, please have a look at it. Okay, and also guys, this is the Telegram channel. Okay, I have made some important questions for UPSC prelims examination. You can make use of these important questions. I have made some cards also. Make use of these cards also. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Take care. Please do hit the like and subscribe this YouTube channel if you like my way of explaining you these techniques. Thank you.